What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we are going to be comparing my favorite ball of 2025, the Evoke Hysteria, to the newest ball in the Motiv lineup, the EJ Jackal. These balls actually have a lot in common, which we're going to get to here in a second. Before we get into any of those details, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would super appreciate it. If you like this polo that I'm wearing, you can go to efx.co, promo code Napoles10. They get you 10% off your entire order. The 500 grit chamois, which are getting more and more popular, are going to be back in stock here very, very soon. So just follow the links down below in the description. I would super appreciate it. So let's start with the Evoke Hysteria. We've talked about this at great lengths on this channel. It's an asymmetric pearl that comes with a little bit of surface, and in this right now, it has a little bit more surface than it comes with out of the box because I was doing something specific with it. So just keep in mind that this actually has a little bit more surface than it normally comes with out of the box. But it features the overload asymmetric core, has an RG of 2.48, a max differential of 0.050, and an asymmetry of 0.015. So again, very strong asymmetrical core. And then all of that is wrapped around the Propulsion MXV Pearl cover stock, which comes out of box at a 4,000 laser scan sand. This is probably closer to something like 3,000. And when we turn it over to the EJ Venom, you're gonna see a lot of similarities. The core is a little bit different. It's the Predator V2 core that's in all the other Jackals, which in 15 pounds is an RG of 2.47, a max differential of 0.054, and an asymmetry of 0.015. So pretty close with the core numbers. Then wrapped around that Predator V2 core is the Propulsion HVH cover stock that comes out of box at a 4,000 laser scan sand. So it's the same base formula. This is a pearl, this is a hybrid, but this is the stronger version. So like the H stands for the higher volume one. And then both of these have the exact same layout, which I will put here on screen. This is the layout that I've been using on literally every single asymmetric ball because it's matched up really, really well. Being 5 1/4 by 4.5 by 4. We're gonna be here at South Point on lane 63 on a fresh, typical house shot. Let me know down below in the comments, have you guys ordered your EJ Jackal? Yes or no? Do you have an Evoke Hysteria? Because if you don't, you're missing out. All right, so we're gonna start here. I also brought my identity with me, which I didn't realize I had it, but I have the identity in the bag. We're gonna start in the Evoke. We'll mix and match all three of these balls. All have the same layout, all pretty much the same surface. We're gonna start pretty far left. That's typical here for South Point, especially because I found out I'm not on the fresh. They had some games bowled on here already. Yeah, I mean, really not much to talk about with the Evoke. It's my favorite ball that I've thrown in a very, very long time. And we're gonna keep throwing it because it's so good. We'll go to the same spot with the Jackal so that you can see the differences here to start. So same spot here with the EJ Jackal. So I elbowed out that one. It was a horrible shot. Disregard it. Please disregard it. Really bad shot considering how good my first shot was. But no big deal. This is why we show every shot, because not everything is perfect. Not everything is going to strike. So wipe the oil. We forget about that last shot. We go to the same spot. EJ Jackal here. There we go. So it's definitely earlier, definitely smoother, definitely rounder when compared to the Evoke. The Evoke wants to come around the corner a little bit more. Even with the little bit of more surface that the Evoke Hysteria has. Now we're gonna go with the Identity, which does not have polish on it. It's about 3,000 or 4,000 surface as well. This should be quicker than the other two. And we're all at the same spot here. I got that right. I got that super, super right. But yeah, I think the strongest one's gonna be the EJ Jackal, followed by the Identity, followed by the Evoke Hysteria. Strength-wise, shaping-wise, it's gonna be Identity 1, Evoke Hysteria 2, Jackal 3. So let's throw this Identity one more time from that same spot. I like that when I got it right, it hooked and it didn't roll out. But I got that way right. Pretty big miss there. Oh, and then I got it right again. Yeah, that was a really, really bad shot. Bad shot. Bad shot. I'm not, see, like the last one I got it right, but I got it right early and it hooked. When I get it right a little bit later, that starts to happen. But no biggie. I think as far as liking, I'll tell you the order in which I like them after this shot here. I think the answer should be pretty obvious. Oh, got lucky. So I like the Evoke Hysteria the most, followed by the EJ Jackal. Very close 1-2 there. Definitely Evoke still number 1, and then Identity number 3. So let's go back to the Evoke Hysteria. Yeah, you know, like I've said, this video is really about the EJ Jackal. But this Evoke Hysteria is by far my ball of the year so far. It's not even close. And the EJ Jackal reminds me a lot of this ball. A lot of similarities. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I like that they're very, very similar. I said it in the original review for the Jackal, where the Jackal's a little bit earlier, a little bit smoother, but still a lot of the same characteristics. And I was a little worried about the ball being, white, that it was gonna get dirty fast, and that it was gonna end up being too smooth because of the pigments. It doesn't get dirty too fast, and I'm not worried about it shaping down lane at all. So again, Evoke Hysteria. Yeah, basically every asymmetric ball that comes out this year is gonna get compared to this ball. It's just that good, really, I mean, honestly. All right, so now let's throw the EJ Jackal from the same spot, which is the ball that's the reason you're probably here watching this video. And we'll just go to that same spot as that Evoke Hysteria and the Identity. Make a good shot here. Oh, I might have got that a little bit right, but shots like that are really good to show that everything was good except for the trajectory. And even though it is a house shot, like, you're still gonna 10-pin sometimes. So we'll reset this and just move our eyes a little bit down lane so that we don't get it as far to the right. And that should be enough of a move to kick out that 10-pin. So same spot with our feet, we're just gonna move our eyes down lane a little bit to get it a little bit more up the lane. Oh, that's too far in. Oh, carry that. That was a terrible shot. Yeah, so we're gonna pretend that shot didn't happen, obviously, because that was terrible. Let me know in the comments if you guys like these one takes, because shots like that show you absolutely nothing. And my lane just blacked out. All right, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to cut this one take because the lane, as you can see, just blacked out. But let me know in the comments, do you guys like or dislike these one takes? Shots like that one are just terrible shots that don't really show you anything as far as ball motion wise or ball performance. It's just really show you that I suck at bowling. And so yeah, I will turn the camera back on as soon as the lane comes back on. And yeah, all right, so we're back on the lanes. For you guys, it was a second. For me, it was about 8 minutes, and I haven't thrown a shot. So we're gonna go right back, reset here. Like I said, I haven't thrown a shot in that break. I just sat down. But that last shot was pretty terrible anyway. Let's make a good one here. Okay, so that was, you know, basically a re-warm-up shot, but I think we're in the right spot. We just have to get the ball a little bit more to the right. No big deal. So again, you know, please let me know in the comments about the one take versus not one take, because, you know, there's a lot of really bad shots that I throw that really don't need to be in the videos. The videos don't need to be this long. But whatever you guys want. I'm actually gonna move left too, because I thought that last shot was pretty good. Really get this one going here to the friction. Let it see it one time. Oh, missed it at the bottom. Hey, that ball's strong. You know, I missed it at the bottom, but I'm in the right part of the lane now. That looked really good. We'll go right back there with the Jackal again, because it's pretty impressive actually. And I'm gonna try to do everything I did there, but still try to get a handful of it. That was a good shot. All right, let's get a handful here. Bang. Yeah, it's a good ball. My boy Dwayne is watching me bowl. All right, so that was a good move. That shot there really showcases the strength and versatility of that Jackal. So we'll go to the Evoke Hysteria from that same move in and see what this looks like here. Horrible shot. Horrible, horrible, horrible shot. Those are one of the shots I'm talking about. Like, that shot could be cut. It'll save you guys, you know, however long it takes to reset this rack. All right, I'm done talking about that. Let's continue talking about these balls. After the shot, I'll tell you when I throw these balls, because I think that's going to be the big thing here. All right. Good shot there. Good shot there, yeah. So the Evoke Hysteria has been my go-to ball on the fresh in the league. It's all I've been throwing on the fresh. But now with adding this Jackal, if I need something that's a little bit smoother through the fronts and maybe a little bit further in, like shape it a little bit more, I'll start in that Jackal. If not, I'm gonna start in the Evoke Hysteria. And while the Identity is a really good ball, it basically occupies the same slot in the bag as both of these balls. So I don't really ever throw it, but when I do, it's typically on the fresh with a little bit of surface. In an extended arsenal, it can definitely see some play as a transitional ball on some higher volume patterns. But on house, I typically don't throw it as much, even though I think it's a really, really good ball. So Evoke Hysteria, again, that last shot was money. Oh, that's a good shot. 10 pin, that's brutal. That was a really good shot though. But I think that's the biggest difference between the Evoke and the Jackal. The Jackal strikes from there, right? It's a little bit earlier, a little bit smoother, while the Evoke wants to be a little bit cleaner through the fronts. And you know, sometimes that's gonna happen. We will throw the Identity now from that same spot. And we're basically done now. I'm gonna try to throw one strike with each of these balls, starting now, and then we will wrap up this video here. Nope. My left hand was all over the place on that. Horrible shot. Horrible, horrible shot. If I was ranking that out of 10, 1 out of 10. No big deal though. All right, let's count how many attempts it takes me to strike with all 3 of these balls. So, so we're 0 for 1 since I said we would throw each of these balls. Yeah, you know, there's something about this identity. It feels the same as all my other balls, but I don't have the confidence, and I throw a lot of bad shots with this ball, and I don't know why. Because I'll go 1 shot to the next, from the identity to the Evoke Hysteria, and just like strike on command. But there's something about this ball. And I don't know what it is because I like this ball. I think it's a great ball, and it smells really good too. But I throw a lot of really bad shots with this identity. That's another really bad shot. All right, but we're gonna count it. I don't want to throw that ball anymore. So 3 attempts to strike with the identity, which, I don't know, I threw 3 really bad shots, so does it even count? Probably not. Evoke Hysteria here. Shocker, 1 take with the Evoke. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe the coaches in the comments can let me know what I did so differently physically. But last shot of the video here. EJ Jackal. Yeah, something about Motiv that I've just really been matching up with, and I don't know what it is. But yeah, identity down here for me, Jackal, Evoke Hysteria. Evoke Hysteria is a little bit cleaner, a little bit quicker down lane, a little bit weaker, while the Jackal is going to be a little bit earlier, a little bit stronger, a little bit smoother, but very, very similar to that Evoke Hysteria. So if you pre-ordered a Jackal, great, I think you're going to love it. If you have an Evoke Hysteria and you have not ordered a Jackal, don't have that FOMO of, oh my God, I need to have one. I'm going to pay that, you know, secondary market price on the Jackal. I would just say drill your Evoke Hysteria a little bit stronger, a little bit more surface, and it should be pretty comparable. But if you've already ordered the Jackal, you're gonna love this ball. We'll see you on the next one.